Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brad and I am the Nickel City Mystic. This is an ASMR healing session based around the energy of air. Before we begin this session, I do ask that if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe, as that helps me connect with you as well as with others. So with that, let's get started. Our session today is going to be, like I said, based around the energy of air. The element of air is about clarity, communication, intellect, and when we use it as an energy in a healing aspect, we're working on bridging communication, creating clarity, and also using air to remove that which isn't working. If we look at the tarot card here, this is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is, first and foremost, you have the person grasping the sword. So they're really going in here and they're taking hold of this energy. Compared to the water, which was presented with an open palm, this is much more that you have to take it. The Ace of Swords represents new beginnings, new truths, new kind of intellectual endeavors, new thought processes, and we're going to be using that energy today when we do our healing session. So to kind of emulate that energy of air, I'm also going to be using a couple different tools, one being the feather, as that is representative of air, and just like in tarot with the sword, I'm not using a sword, but rather I'm using a pair of scissors, and our scissors will be used to cut away anything that doesn't serve you, that doesn't work for your highest and greatest good. So I'm also going to be using, let's see if I can grab it here, a piece of fluorite. This is a fluorite point wand, and fluorite is the representative or corresponds with air as well as fire. So we're going to focus on the air aspect, and we're going to use that to help balance your energies first and kind of calibrate the energy to match this more pure element of air. So now that we've talked about the pieces of this session, let's get started by lighting our intention candle. Our intention today is simply to bring in the healing energy of air and to allow that energy to wash over you and bring you clarity where you need it in your life, as well as be able to do some deeper, clear thinking. So kind of using that logic brain. When I think about the air energy center in relation to, yes, the chakras back here, or the just general energy centers, for me, I find air most present in the throat energy center, being that it's the seat of communication and expression. So I also do find that it is up in this area as well, just because of that intellectual nature. But for me, it really kind of appears here. So when I check in with the air energy centers, I'm going to focus on this area as well. So let's get started by lighting this candle. As always, if you have your own intention that you would like to set at this time, please feel free to do so. So I'm just going to go ahead and light our match and then light our candle. So now that we have our intention candle lit, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some oil on my hands before we begin doing any work here. So the oil that I'm using today is rosemary oil, and rosemary is great for clarity, protection. It's really useful for when you're doing those types of workings. You can add rosemary oil or the herb to it, and it really just creates this feeling of direct clarity. So I'm just going to put some on my hands just to keep my energy to myself and your energy to you, and also bringing in that element of air now with this herb. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll start to open up sacred space. I'm going to open sacred space using an incense stick. Incense is also connected usually to the aspect of air, and it is a great way to open sacred space, which creates a more personal, welcoming space. So I'm just going to light it here for a second. Perfect. So I'm just going to spiral it, spiraling it upward, spiraling it outward, setting the intention that we are creating a sacred space for us to be and work in, a space where you are wanted, a space where you are welcome. I am so happy that you are here taking the time to practice self-care and energy care, and setting this intention of wherever you are, whenever you are, this session is for you. If we look at the quantum world, where energy is based on intention and thought process, so connecting us no matter where you are, when you are. Time is technically not always just this linear, straightforward pathway. It's very different in the quantum world. So I'm just going to go ahead and begin to take my feather here and bring in this incense to help loosen the energy in your aura and kind of prep things for our energy healing and work today. Just bringing in this incense with my feather to just loosen it all up. Now, the feather is also obviously representative of the element of air, which is why we are using it right here, right now. Okay, I'm just going to tap off some of that ash, and we're going to let the incense just kind of keep flowing through, rising up, and we're going to move on to our kind of cleansing piece, where we're going to be first just kind of scanning the aura and then going through and doing some clearing work. So this is the part where we kind of have that sword energy, and we're taking it and we're kind of just cutting and removing here. So I'm just going to go ahead and tune into your energy, just to kind of get a feel for what we are working with, and then we will go from there. Tuning into where I feel air energy lies most. Feels like there's some kind of outward motion here in terms of this energy center. So I'm thinking that there's some need to really express yourself and to express your truths and what you're thinking at this time. So what I'm going to do is when we do our work, I'm going to kind of bring it back into its more regular shape, and then we will go from there. So let's begin by just balancing out your energy here using this fluorite point. So as I said before, fluorite is great for balancing energy, and it is corresponding with the elements of air as well as fire. But we're going to focus on this air aspect here. So I'm just going to first comb this crystal through your aura to help balance your energies as a whole. And then we're going to go in and focus on some more kind of stickier energies that arise. Just going to scan down the center here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through with my pair of scissors here and my crystal, and we're just going to take little pieces and let them go, and we're going to use the incense to release them back to the universe, back to Mother Nature, Mother Earth. So just going to take them very carefully and put them down. Pulling out these pieces. And what I'm pulling out is anything that is really tightly in there. So it can be kind of like, as I've said before, attachments to people, places, things that really just have their energy embedded into us. I'm not removing them from your life, obviously, but I'm helping to alleviate some of that intense energy that is embedded at this time. So just carefully going through and getting these pieces out. Good, let's just do a quick check here. Yep, feels a lot more freed up. The energy kind of feels like it's moving here a little bit easier. It's not so stiff. Okay. And what I would like to do now is simply kind of go through and bring in some air energy to help you with boosting clarity, boosting your ability to communicate and stimulate that mind connection here with your body. So first I'm just going to use some Reiki energy here just to kind of tap in and bringing this energy in. So I'm going to use my air energy symbol, which is symbolic of the sword from the tarot. Okay. So when we think about the movement of air, air can be gentle and it can also be volatile, like how we see rushing wind, tornado, hurricane, things like that. Obviously, when we're bringing in air energy, we're doing it in as gentle a way as possible. So I'm just bringing a gentle breeze into your energy field, your energetic body. And I'm using this to help blow away anything that is kind of just making fog or clouding your ability to think clearly, work through decision making, just bringing in that energy to remove it. I also want to bring the energy down the center to help kind of bridge your mind to your heart so that you're able to connect with those energies and use them to communicate. Communicate without being confused, if that makes sense. Sometimes our heart and our mind don't always connect. So I'm just bringing that energy together here. Okay, and I'm going to put a say hey key symbol up here in the mind area. Say hey key is all about mental harmony. So we're bringing that in here. Okay. So I'm just going to now again focus on this air energy, connecting it and bringing it in gently but directly. I try and think how the motion of the energy and my hands can kind of deeply connect with that energy of air. Just like how water was more fluid, to me air is direct in its buildup. So we just calmly but firmly bring in that energy, letting it wash through your aura, boosting mental clarity and harmony, boosting memory and intellect. Okay. Just going to go through here with my crystal again, and I'm going to be writing in some symbols into your aura. We'll start with the air symbol there. Chokure, chokure, chokure. Say hey ki, say hey ki, say hey ki. And now we're just going to do another little air symbol sandwich. Bring that in. Okay, so what I would like you to do here, just to gather up some energy that is still there that we've not fully released yet, I want you to take a deep breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Breathe in again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Excellent. Smoothing it out here, checking in again. Just going to very carefully guide the energy through your energy centers now. Setting the intention that this air energy is helping you to bring your energetic body, your energy centers, into perfect alignment for your highest and greatest good. Just bringing that energy in and allowing it to flow into perfect alignment. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling a nice gentle flow all the way through the center. Just bringing a final shaping to it. Okay. Okay. Feels nice here, feels returned to that nice kind of perfect shape, and it's definitely humming and kind of vibrating at a really nice rate. So I'm loving that. So I'm just going to seal up your aura here. And I want you to just really quickly envision kind of like a whirlwind or a tornado wrapping itself around you with you in the center. And we're just going to set the intention that this air energy serves as a barrier, reflecting and returning any energy that isn't there for your highest and greatest good, while allowing energy in that is nourishing, that is helpful, that promotes growth within. So again, just visualizing this tornado swirling around, this hurricane, this whirlwind, bringing its energy around you, forming that beautiful air barrier to ensure that your energy stays with you and other people's energy, if it's not for your highest and greatest good, stays with them and is returned. Excellent. I hope you enjoyed this energy healing session using the element of air energy. And with that, stay tuned for our mini meditation that comes with this involving air. And I hope you enjoy it. But until then, stay safe, stay well, and until next time, bye.